Yes. Good afternoon. Welcome to Swain High School for tonight's matchup against the Lady Maroon Devils of Swain High School and the Lady Blue Devils of Brevard High School. We'll get started here in just a second. Your Swain Lady Devils have a record of, I wrote it down here somewhere, 7-2 overall, and a conference record of 4-1. Had a tough game last night against Highlands. They lost 3-2, which that was here at Swain. They had beaten Highlands 3-1 earlier in the season. So if everything stands as it is, both teams are tied right now for first place. If everything stands as it is, it looks like we might be coming up for a playoff game for the conference championship. So anyway, we're underway here. Swain's going from left to right. They're in maroon. Anna Jane Gray played the ball out of the back. And we're going to have a throw-in coming up for Swain. Swain plays a flat 4 across the back, typically. I'm going to try to do my best getting you names. We got small numbers and old eyes trying to find them. Ponytails getting in the way and everything else. Brevard's and Swain, they're fighting it out right here in the early go, right here in the middle third of the field. And nobody's really pushed the ball anywhere yet. It's going to be a throw-in for Brevard. They're going to decide to let somebody else throw it in. Looks like Brevard's playing something about like 4 across the back in the defense as well. Swains will have 2 up front. Have Maisie Helpman be on the right side. She seems to get into the action a whole lot. It looks like Kaylee Simmons on the left side. Simmons got the ball. Kaylee's got a breakaway situation here. And she pushed it a little too far. She'd like to have that one back. Maybe cut it back against that player into her. Who knows? She might get a PK or something if you get in there. I'm looking back and forth, trying to get my bearings here on these players. Highlands has got the ball in the 18. Swain is working their way out. Swain's second night in a row, like I said earlier, mentioned earlier, they played Highlands last night and actually got down, they went down 1-0. Then they wound up tying it up. And then gave up 2 goals to get down 3-1. Brought it back to 3-2, so we had about a last, 10-12 minutes of trying to get that leveling goal up there for 3-3, which in the rules the way we have it now would send us into an overtime type situation, or PKs. I'm not sure exactly how they're doing it right now, but I know they have to have a winner in conference games. Shot and off the goal. It's going to be a corner kick. I think Gracie Sutton, the keeper for Swain, got her hand on that, or it bounced off the pole and hit her and then went out of bounds. So looks like Julia Bond for Highlands will be taking it, hitting it with a right. It'll be an in-swinger coming in. She puts it up on the back post. It's in the perfect spot. Swain's fighting it to get it out. Bond's got it again. She backs it up to the middle of to the D. Brevard turns. Fortunately, we've got Swain people right where we need them so far. Now we need to get everybody out of the back. Let's get out of there. Force their, if you bring your defenders up, you can force their forwards to get out of there and kind of get out of the dangerous situation. Ball coming back in again. Gray clears it out of the back. Maisie Helpman's going to get a foot on it here, trying to bring it back across, trying to get it back over to Simmons over on the other side. ping-ponging it back and forth here a little bit. Brevard centers it up. Going to switch fields to the other side, trying to find a runner up there on the outside midfield, making a wide run. And try to bring it back across, and it winds up going to be a throw-in for Swain. Throw in for Brevard. Up the side, Maisie couldn't quite get a foot on it to slow that one down. She uses her body well to block. Again, soccer is not a non-contact sport. It is a contact. If you're in playing distance of the ball, you're allowed to make contact and go shoulder to shoulder. Can't get carried away with it, but Maisie did a good job there of putting her body in between the defender and the ball. Looks like Gray's going to kick it out of the back for a goal kick. Brevard controlling some of the play here, controlling some possession, finding each other, making some nice passes. Gray's trying to get it out of the back, get that hoof on it, and she does and sends it on up. And Maisie's able to play it out of bounds. We'll have a throw in for Brevard. Swain playing it up. Be a throw in again for Brevard. Simmons is going to have the ball up top. We're getting a run around the side, but we couldn't quite get there out to her. Brevard's got the ball in the 18 again. Backing it up, shot taken, and that's going to be wide right and high. So we'll have another goal kick for the Maroon Devils. Okay. Gray out of the back, finds Helpman. Helpman's going to turn on the ball and unable to send it forward. Be a throw in for Brevard. Crowsburr with a touch to Helpman. She's trying to play it on over to Kylie Simmons and couldn't quite get there. Got a handball. Be a free kick for Brevard. Right at the center line. And we should be able to get this one out of here, up to Kaylee Simmons. Kaylee's pushed a little bit, got a good touch. Trying to play it on up. Was able to get it off of a Brevard player. Well, ball was walking the line a little bit there, finally went out. Be a throw in for Swain. Simmons at the ball. At 9. And here's, nope. Be out for a goal kick for Brevard. Elke Reinert giving chase. It's a real hard played game last night. Getting some new names in here tonight that we didn't see as much last night. Putting some fresh legs out there. I'm sure we have some weary legs. Playing 2 games in a row in soccer's is pretty grueling. Number 20, Sophie Matz there. Forced her to pass outside, and then Anna Jane comes along, clears the ball out. We'll have a throw in for Brevard. Reinert got a foot on the ball there, playing it up. Klein over to Burroughs Kerr. Now Maisie's got the ball, and it should be a Swain throw here off of Bond for the Brevard team. Maisie's going to make the throw in. She's going to find Burroughs Kerr, who plays it up, and easy scoop up for the Brevard keeper. Keeper punts it out, brings it about to the short part of the circle. Anna Jane Gray takes a touch, gets it around the forward, and plays it on up. Looks like Kaylee Simmons. No, I'm sorry. I have to get that. That was Klein. Played it on up. Fuller, Emmy Fuller throwing in. Swain's defense is Gray clears it out of trouble, gives us an opportunity to get the line back up and get the cobwebs out of our head here. Bruce Kerr fighting for the ball, does wind up with possession, plays it up. Couldn't quite find Heltman with it. Elke Reinert kicks it on up. Brevard trying to switch the field, may got a little too much on it, and did. Lady Blue Devil unable to pull that one down. Bond in the back for Brevard is proven to be a presence back there at their center, one of their center midfield or center defender positions. Swain able to clear it up. Got a sub coming in for Swain. Burroughs Kerr, I'm sorry. Klein crosses the ball. We're going to get opportunity here. Always like it when we're chasing the ball toward our goal. Still alive. We're still threatening. Back to Kaylee Simmons. Cleared out, and Burroughs Kerr, I think that was. Yes. We'll have a throw in here for Swain. Looks like Klein's going to throw the ball in for, nope, they're going to give it to the Blue Devils. Miriam Dela Cruz, I think, is the substitute that came into the game just a second ago. Brevard a little time, putting some passes together. We have a Kaylee Simmons, looks like, is hobbling just a little bit. Might need to take a little breather. Did have a couple of injuries last night, which kept players out of today's game. Just a second here. Avery Maples had an injury yesterday, which is keeping her out of the game today. And then Jaden Perez also had an injury. So it was an expensive night last night, player personnel-wise, for the Maroon Devils. Helpman plays the ball across. It's going to be too much, I think, though. It's going to be going out for a throw-in. We've got our sun in our eyes here in the booth today. Nice, bright, sunny day. A little breezy. Okay, Swain's threatening. Burroughs Kerr plays it up that area where Kaylee usually is. And off the Swain, Burroughs Kerr. That's the second time I've said Burroughs Kerr for a throw in for Brevard. That's going to be too much. That should be a Swain throw in. Throw in by Burroughs Kerr. Trying to get it to Collins. Klein with the ball. She's playing it up, looking for Maisie Helpman, I believe. Maisie's got it wide to the right at the 18-yard box. Trying to beat one and took the shot. When you getting so deep into the 18-yard box there and deep and wide, unfortunately, that goal gets very narrow from the perspective of the player that's got the ball when they're deep and wide. There's not a whole lot of room to shoot there, and the keeper can cover that space a whole lot better because of that angle. It would be nice, and then very often we do have some runners coming up for a cross and finish there, but even nice to pull that ball back maybe toward the penalty spot sometimes and let one of the runners coming up have a go at it and crack it. What you do when you get the ball up the sidelines like that, you're drawing that keeper to the near post because she does not and is not supposed to give up a goal on the near post. So you draw her to the near post, and if instead of taking the shot sometimes, if you can cross that ball to somebody, well, then the keeper's having to change her position. She's moving, and you get the cross, and if you can get a good pass and a finish, then very often you stand a little bit better chance to get a goal out of it. Helpman with the ball again. She's looking for Lola Collins. Nope, she's going to run around. I think that's going to be off of them. We don't pretend to be nonpartisan here. Nice cross by Helpman. And that was one of those, a little gray, I guess. You're not supposed to play the ball off your feet back to the keeper. But if it's not intentional, then it's okay. And you can head it back to the keeper. You can play it off your chest back to the keeper. But you just can't play it with your feet. Now, I don't know where your feet ends. I don't know if you can hit it with your knee. But Brevard coming up the right side with the ball. And Anna Jane said, not today. Oh, think that was Collins that got that touch. She shook her head. I don't think she wanted that touch. She'd like to have that back. Looks like Brevard's making a couple of subs here. Coming down on the halfway point through the first half. Still 0-0. Possession's been pretty equitable, I think. Scoring opportunities have been pretty equitable as far as being in the 18 and posing a threat for the other team. This Brevard team, as I mentioned before, their overall record is 7-3-3. They tied Highlands the last time, or when they played them this year. They're a 2A team, and they're second in their conference. The Maroon Devils, on the other hand, we're tied for first in our conference again. We're 7-2 overall, 4-1 in the conference. Brevard working up the right side. Elke Reinert sends it back up. Burrows curve, plays it. On up, trying to find Heltman. Heltman does get a touch on it. She can't quite reach it. Those long legs couldn't quite get to it. Going to be a Brevard throw in. We need to shut it down right here now and get there and not let them get it out of this. We want to keep it on the offensive in the offensive third if we can here. Here we go. Klein touches, played up by Anna Jane Gray, and that didn't quite get to where we were at. Again, it's tough with some of these players. They have the small numbers on the front and then better numbers on the back, but a lot of them have long ponytails. It makes it hard to see those numbers. So sounds like Audrey Zelenka just entered the game. Number 35. Yep, I got an eye on her. I think that's okay. That's tried to play it up through the middle, and we are pretty much have the defense occupied there. I know we're working on some weary legs today. As I mentioned before, just played yesterday in a very hard-fought game. Okay, got it up the right side, looking for a pass, and was there, but as I kind of going back to what I was talking about before with the crosses, we'd like to see the ball be actually crossed backwards when if an outside midfielder or a winger, forward, whatever you want to call it, takes it up that one of the side, right side, left side, whichever side it is, the closer they get to that end line, the more you want them to actually back that ball up. Very often a target can be right about at the penalty spot or between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box. If you can pull that ball back to that area, I mean, I've even seen defenders score for you because everybody's running. You're way out in front of the pack. You're getting down there close to the end line. You're getting down there close to their goal. Their defenders are coming to help out. Your attackers are coming to help out. And you cross that ball backwards a little bit. I've seen defenders actually kick the ball in an effort to try to clear it out. So if we can pull that back just a little bit, I think it could be beneficial for us. That was nicely done, cleared out by Sophie Matz. Going to be a throw in for Brevard. Anna Jane Gray getting an eyeball on it, looking for a player. You love to see that with her playing with her head up. They know where the ball is. It's not going anywhere. Play with the head up. Now if Burrows Kurt, throw it, push it right through. Back, nice give and go. Just got to put a few more passes together there. But I liked what I saw there. Everybody playing with heads up, knowing where people are. Emma Fuller with a touch on the ball. Sophie Matz trying to intercept that. Brevard putting several passes together here. Looks good. High school soccer fields are really, in most cases, the width's defined by the width of the track. And unlike in football or American football, where there's a defined size, there's a try at a shot, but that's going to go out harmlessly for a goal kick. Soccer fields are not defined by exactly how long they are or exactly how wide they are. I know for the professional levels and FIFA, the laws of the game say they can be between 100 and 120 yards long, and they can be between 50 and 100 yards wide. The only stipulation is they have to be longer than they are wide. So usually when you find club players or non-high school players of this age playing, they're playing on fields that are much wider than our high school fields. Our high school fields were all mostly set up for football. They're just like we have here at Swain. They're built inside of a track, and it limits us. And you can't even. I mean, you have to have a little bit of safety space between the sidelines and the fence that's up. So it really kind of limits. But what it does is it puts more players in a smaller space, which you get more pinball type action, and it's a little tougher to spread your teams out and maintain possession. If you have more space, you can spread out more and you can have possession. Okay, we got a free kick here for Brevard. She takes a good crack at it. I think that hit the football goalpost, which is going to make a goal kick for Swain. It might have hit both goalposts, but anytime it hits that football goalpost, it's a goal kick. But going back, I mean, what you'd like to see anytime you got the ball on offense, you want to keep control of the ball. You want to keep possession. So you like to spread things out. That way when a player receives the ball, they have more time. Swain trying to work it out of the 18. More time to make decisions, more time to do things. Defensively, you like to make the field smaller because it's easier to cover if it's smaller. I mean, when I say make it smaller, I mean by trying to congregate your defenders more in the dangerous areas. It's going to be a throw-in for Brevard here. Burroughs Kerr heads it back at her. Says, I didn't like that one, do it again. This time she put a foot on it. Okay, we need to Karina Klein. Always in the middle there. Oh, just needed a little cleaner touch there and had an opportunity. Okay, let's see what Maisie's going to do. She's taking it toward the goal. Here's a good opportunity for a shot. And not quite there. Tried to beat the keeper on the near post, and I think she had space to beat her. But obviously she'd love to have that one back again because usually she's going to make the keeper pay when she gets in that position. Laid up. Klein with a touch. Plays it back to Gray, who sends it up and out of bounds. Be a throw in for Brevard. It's going to be out of bounds. No, it's going to be a Swain throw. We had a little disagreement between the assistant referee and the main referee, center ref. Center ref wins out. It's going to be a Swain throw. Gray gets a nice throw in, gets it to Heltman. Heltman wants to push it forward. She likes to push that thing forward and use her speed to get up there and get past. It's going to be a Swain throw here. Burroughs Kerr. Oh, my Lord. Heltman steps on the ball. We could have a, nope. A lot of times if you wind up with that ball close to you there and you're on the ground, referee can call dangerous play on you just because he's protecting you to keep somebody else from coming up and kicking at the ball and kicking you, but we didn't have that call there. Nice pass by, oh, Nelly. Close. Had somebody there, had the cross, Maybe could have pulled it a little further away from the goalie, but like to see those opportunities like that. Highlands is really playing up. Their outside midfielders are getting involved. I'm sorry, Brevard. They're same colors and everything. Brevard's trying to, they keep their forwards are staying central, staying close together, and their outside midfielders are making runs. Right now, number 22 here on this near side. She's got space, that's what she wants. Could possibly be a little wider to give her even more space. Those outside mids, when they make those runs, by getting wide, they're keeping the ball in front of them. You can play the ball into space for them, and they're running toward the goal, and it's far less likely that you're going to pass the ball too hard and pass it past them. The more width they can get, the better. Now, the person coming in doesn't seem to be taking quite that much. We've got some subs happening here. Looks like Cora Watkins back in the game. Burroughs Kerr passes it back, finds I think that's Matt's over there that just played it out. Be a throw in for Brevard. Got about 9 minutes left in the first half. That was a dangerous situation right there. Had a throw in, came way across, and had a person right at the 6-yard box for Brevard that had an opportunity there. Nice punt out by Gracie Sutton. I think Klein on the ball. Yes. Karina Klein's a freshman. Got a big responsibility there in the middle. She's got a good head on her shoulders and plays the ball well and distributes the ball well. A lot of stuff goes through her. You throw in for Swain. Looks like Maisie Heltman's kind of switched over to the left side of the field right now. Cora Watkins is a right forward, I think, right now, moving up. Or she might be the outside midfielder that's just assuming that role as the ball moves up. As you get to playing together and you get a feel for where people are supposed to be. And this is one situation right here. I mean, if the ball is coming up the left side, you kind of know there's a right outside midfielder that's hopefully keeping plenty of width, so the ball's not going to get behind her, and she's going to pick up any trash that comes across the goal. At an offsides there. Maisie didn't quite get back in an offside position before the pass was made. And keeping in mind on offsides, it's where are you the moment the ball is touched by the person passing it. Even if you come back in an onside position to field the ball or to play the ball, if you were in an offside position when the ball was passed, the assistant referee would wave the flag at you, wave the flag up in the air. That'll be a throw-in back for Swain. We're down to 7 minutes left in the first half. Looks like subs coming in, or a sub coming in. Forgive me for having a hard time keeping up with that. Looks like Burroughs Kerr. Elke Reinert giving chase here. Anna Gray's going to come in, and a lot of time as a defender, if you can just limit the attacker's options so that the help coming in can clean that up, and that's kind of what Elke did right there. She was giving chase, but anytime we got a breakaway situation here. Helpman's going to try to she gets the shot off. Oh, need a follow-up, but we weren't quite right there. Almost. Must have hit the upright, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's going to be a corner kick for Swain. See if I can get a, looks like Karina Klein's going to take that corner kick. She's looking up at her options. Got Maisie Heltman on that back post, making a run in there. Get it up away from the keeper. Hit it out by the defense. Defensively there, and on those corner kicks, the defenders are wanting to head it up high and wide. Get it. Anytime the ball gets down to the ground in that 6-yard box area, it can be dangerous. Heltman with a touch on the ball and unable to. Burroughs Kerr to Heltman. Burroughs Kerr gets another touch on it. Elke Reinert comes over and clears the ball out of bounds to stop the danger. Under 5 minutes left in the first half. Still 0-0. Once again, Burroughs Kerr gave it back and said, I didn't like that one. Give me another one. And, yep, we got a foul there. Anna Gray came over and a little too much contact, or not in playing position of the ball, and got a foul. So there's going to be just a direct free kick here. Gracie needs to set up her defense, maybe move it over. Yeah, she's getting there. What she wants is that wall to cover part of the goal, and then she'll cover the rest of the goal. She's got her back post. She better be careful there. Shot's taken, and they sneak one in on the back post with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the first half. That would have been a tough shot no matter what. It was just, she put it in the right place. Often on corners and on free kicks in a corner type situation, where that's similar to a corner there where that free kick was taken. You'll see defenses set up, and they'll put a field player on each post that can head the ball off or chest it or do whatever to block something right on the post. And some teams do, some teams don't. That might have been one of those situations where it would have been a good idea. So it's 1-0 Brevard here with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. Swain is typically starts turning up the heat if they give up a goal. Emmy Fuller fighting for the ball there in the middle. Anna Jane clears it back up. Heltman's going to trap it, turn it, look at her options, beat one, try to beat another, and not quite. Mahala Bird plays it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Brevard. Jade Henry over there on the left defender played that out originally. Thought we had it out of trouble. Matz comes over to clear it up. Henry's going to give chase to this. It's going to be a little too much and go out of bounds. Be a throw in for Swain. Oh, I'm sorry, for Brevard. Is what? No, I think it's for Swain. What's it going to be? Brevard. Got a big open space in the midfield right now for Heltman to come back and win a ball. Maisie being the only one kind of up front, everybody else back in to help. Under 2 minutes now to play in the first half. Elke Reinert. And not quite able to keep it in, trying to walk the tightrope down that touch line. Klein giving fight there. Headed on. And Brevard player would love to have another opportunity at that. Not sure that's the way she envisioned it coming off her foot, her leg. Throw in Swain. Played up. Having a hard time getting it into that, past that that level of the midfield of Brevard right now. Ooh, a little dangerous there. Off the post, still in play. That was a dangerous play. And that's going to be a corner kick for Brevard with about 1 minute left in the first half. Again, 1-0 Brevard right now. Brevard scored with about 12 or 13 minutes left in the first half. Bond taking the corner kick. Swings it in, finds the back post over the head of the person waiting there to take the header, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. It's enjoyable soccer to watch. These teams evenly matched. You always want your team to come out ahead, but certainly appreciate a game where there's good matched talent. Here we go. Now we're getting through that midfield. Need some help, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Again, the end of the first half here in Swain. Your hometown Maroon Devils 0 and the Brevard Blue Devils 1. We'll be back in a little bit for the second half.
Hey Maroon Nation, my name is Erin Jenkins and I'm an alumni of Swain High and also the Maroon Devils Network. The network you're watching right now helped me chase my dreams and get my start in broadcast journalism. From weekly interviews with Coach B to hosting game day specials and even getting to sit down with some of Swain High's greatest football legends.
History of the Maroon Machine.
All of these things helped get me to WNCT 9 on your side in Greenville, North Carolina as an on-air news reporter. Right now, you can help other students just like me to chase their dreams by liking, subscribing, and sharing the Maroon Devils Network. As always, go Big Maroon!
And welcome back to Swain High School for the second half of tonight's matchup against Swain Maroon Devils and the Brevard Blue Devils. Lady Devils against Lady Devils. It's 1-0 going into the second half. Brevard started with possession first. Looks like it's going to turn right back around and be a throw-in for Swain, but I think somebody got kicked. Take a moment here to sort it out. I think that's Elke Reinert that got whacked over there. Looks like we're going to have a sub come in for her. It's going to be a throw-in for Swain. Sounds like Zelenka came in for Reinert. Sophie Matz stopped that little bit of opportunity. Emma Fuller in the middle there. Anna Jane stepping up saying, I'll take care of that. She didn't quite get the opportunity, but she would have if we needed it. So it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for Swain. Watkins plays it up. The one girl on Brevard I can see real good and pick out is Bond. She's a good player, takes all the corner kicks, and every time I see her enter the area where the ball is, I don't like it because she tends to do good things for her side with the ball. Anna Jane Gray clears it up the side, trying to find one of our runners. Klein's got the ball. She's bringing it to the sideline, trying to push it up. Going to be a throw-in for Swain. Jade Henry to throw it in for Swain. Emma Fuller trying to bring a ball down. Wasn't quite able to do that. And Swain defense pulls this in. Anna Gray pushes it up, finds Lola Collins. Collins trying to maintain control. Emma Fuller played that ball up. Klein with it. Looking for Burroughs Kerr on the outside. Couldn't quite catch up. Again, I mentioned it before, but some of our ladies are playing on some tired legs. Played a full 40-minute game last night. Turn around and do it again today. Fortunately, it's a non-conference game today. You still like to come out on the good side of it, but if you got to play back-to-back games, you would much rather play your conference game on the first night of the two games than your non-conference game on the second night. So that's where we are. Jade Henry bringing the ball up the side, plays it up. Swain still with it, and Swain still with it. Cora Watkins looking to cross and gets her pocket picked. It's going to be coming back the other way, but it will be a Swain throw. Here's where Swain get an opportunity to keep the ball up in the attacking third of the field. Jade Henry to throw the ball in. Headed out by Brevard. Klein to throw it in. Trying to sneak one into Maisie Helpman over there coming from the other side of the field. Zelenka was the right defender there that put that ball back in play to give us an opportunity. Nice play. Be a goal kick for Brevard. Cora Watkins tried to keep that one in, but it went out. It'll be a throw in for Brevard. There's that Bond girl. I think we might have got away with a little bit of a handball there, but Maisie with the ball. And that's going to go out, and it's going to be a throw in for Brevard. Heltman tried to take a crack at it. Didn't get all of it. Jade Henry to throw the ball in for Swain. Threw it into Emmy Fuller. Henry to try to play the ball out. Anna Jane comes over. And then Matz put her body between the ball and the player and effectively broke up the little bit of scary situation. Really wasn't scary, but they had control and they were bringing the ball down. And once they beat a couple of defenders, it kind of scares you a little. Maisie, Klein, trying to find Maisie again, off at the Brevard player. It's like Burroughs Kerr to throw it in for Swain. Oh. Klein trying to find that outside run. Heltman. Heltman throws it in. We got it in the 18-yard box. Here's where we need to close down on it and not let them get it out of there. Cross. Opportunity. Cora Watkins there with a opportunity. Threw her right leg at it. Didn't quite get it squared up. Klein to throw the ball in. And another throw in. Going to have a sub by Brevard. Brevard with the throw. Klein to stop it. Looking at her options, got her head up, looking, taking a shot at that back post. What a great idea, but would have been a little wide, but the keeper got their hands on it. Be a corner kick for Swain. Looks like Klein's going to go from taking that shot all the way across the field to take the corner kick. She'll have a right foot in swinger coming here. You got Heltman on the back post. You got Cora Watkins right in the middle there. Looks like Emmy Fuller's coming up. Emma Fuller. On the near post is Lola Collins. Burroughs Kerr back out in the D there to pick up any trash that might bounce out of there. Everybody's got to be on their toes here because you never know. Oh, nice opportunity there on the back post. It's an outswinger there. In other words, the ball was curving out more toward the players that are running in. That the ball's naturally going to curve when you're taking a shot. I mean, unless you just square hit it up and knuckle it, you're going to have that little curve to it. And if a right footer takes it from that side, it curves in toward where the players, Let's call that a outswinger. If she had taken the same kick from the other side of the field, it would have been an in-swinger, which means it's curving more toward the goal, which if you're going to banana kick it in the goal, that would be the way you'd want to do it from. But sometimes when you're running up on the ball to finish that ball, it's harder to get a head on it or to make good solid contact if that ball's curving away from you as you're running in than if it's curving toward you as you're running in. Jade Henry pushes the ball back up, finds Klein. Klein over in the Burroughs Kerr area. Maisie Heltman steps up. Oop, wins the ball, but in the opinion of the referee, there was a foul there. And I wasn't being sarcastic there. It's just so that every law, it seems like, a rule in soccer starts out with, if in the opinion of the referee. And in his opinion, that was a foul there. Didn't hear much squawking from the fans, so we're going to go with a foul. Good call. Bond takes the kick. Audrey Zelenka put the stop to it there, and Zelenka get another touch on it. Klein covering that midfield. Jade Henry came up to make the stop, but the ball went past her. Looks like we're going to have a throw in here by Sophie Matz. And she does. All right, Swain should see, that's a perfect opportunity there. If you can, when that ball's there and you got that much time to deal with, that much space to deal with, it would have been nice to maybe taken the opportunity to switch the field rather than the defender coming and just putting it right back where it came from, which is where everybody's congregated. If you have that outside mid on the other side that's going out there and getting space to where she's going to have some time to do something, that defender can turn it. Shot on goal. Nice stop by Gracie Sutton. Be a corner kick for Brevard. Bond coming in to take the kick. From our lesson I gave you just a minute ago, this is going to be an outswinger. She's going to be kicking it. It'll be bending out away from the goal or toward the heads or whatever of the runners running in. Nope, she played it short instead. Back to her now. She's going to take that. And she put it right on that back post, but nobody home. I used to tell my players when I was coaching that Santa Claus is good players that hang out on the back post, because a lot of times the balls wind up there and you're in a perfect spot to finish it off. Played short. That's interesting right there on the goal kick. That's something that's changed. Wasn't too long ago that when that goal kick was played, it had to go out of the 18-yard box before it could touch another player. Just a little bit of silly trivia. Oh, Swain was in a pretty good position there to make something happen, but it didn't quite come together. Hadn't seen Kaylee Simmons back in the game. We're assuming that she has an injury of some sort that is keeping her out of the game. Got a scary situation. Might have got a piece of us. I'm not sure. Nope, it's going to be a throw in for Swain. Always hate having throw-ins back here because you're always got your back against the wall and you're almost having to throw it in almost a dangerous situation unless you just hammer it down the line. That's going to be too high and over the goal. Be a goal kick for Swain. If they give us the space like they did before, see if we play this thing short again. Going to have a sub coming in. For Swain. Looks like Kendall Ogle coming in for Cora Watkins. Anna Jane plays it short to Jade Henry. Henry plays it back to Anna Jane, and she gets a good kick on it, puts it into the center circle. Lola Collins fighting for the ball there. Klein comes, gets a touch on it. Going back to Collins on the near side. Klein with the ball. She's got a shot. Oh, I saw that ball drop right on her right foot, and I knew it was a good opportunity for us. Audrey Zelenka played it there and played it off of their player. So it'll be a throw in for Swain. Looks like Burroughs Kerr threw it in. Opportunity here. When you got tired legs, it's hard to do, but it would be helpful if we could get more players in on the attack when we go down. Now, obviously, you know, it's easy to say that but as soon as you put more players in on the attack, you're opening yourself up for a counterattack coming back at you. The more players you got on attack, the less you got back in the defense. Got a good situation here. Klein, 3-on-4. Oh, got her pocket pick from behind. Oh, we still got the ball. Burroughs Kerr, but we had a foul in there. Going to be a free kick for Brevard. Well, another foul by the Devils. That's another situation. The ball right down there by the player. It could have been a indirect given to the Devils. Called dangerous play on that. Bond takes the and the shot's wide right. Shadow starting to come across the field now. We still got the sun in our eyes up in the booth, but the field is covered in shadow. Got the lights on here at Boyce Dietz Field, Swain Memorial Stadium. Anna Jane Gray to take the kick. Has the ball on the 18. Plays it short to Matz. Matz plays it back to Anna Jane. Anna Jane beats one and then gets the ball up into the center circle area, middle third of the field. Nice pass by Helpman, but just a little too much. That's a great opportunity. They're keying on Helpman there. Obviously, I mean, she's up front. She's fast, athletic. They're keying on her. Good opportunity there. She gives that ball off to Burroughs Kerr. And then if she takes off on a run toward the flag or toward the 18-yard box and gets the ball right back, it's a good opportunity to shake a defender there. You pass the ball off to someone, the defender's eyes automatically go from you. If they're defending you, they go from you to the person you pass it to, and you can break free and gain some open space there. Lola Collins chases it out of bounds there. It'll be a throw for Brevard. Collins fighting. Matz played out of bounds. Actually, it went off the Brevard player, so we're going to have a throw for Swain. Coming up before long on halfway through the second half. Still 1-0 Brevard. Tough match. Ooh. Little ping pong with the ball there. It's still in play, though. And now it's going to be out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for I think where are we? Still a little literally a gut check. Lola Collins plays it across. Intercepted by Brevard. Shot. Saved by Gracie Sutton. Sutton to punt the ball out of the back. Looking at her options, gives it a good kick up to the center circle. Kendall Ogle. They were looking to see who the referee was going to decide it belonged to, and it looks like it's going to be Swain ball. Brevard ball. Throw in. Hate to see him settle it in the middle of the field like that with space and options. Give and go there. going to be wide left. Goal kick for the Devils. Gray to take the kick for the Devils. Surveys the field. Gives it the boot. All the way up to Heltman. Heltman turns. Got an outside midfielder on the right side trying to get the ball out there. Couldn't quite get it there. It was nice positioning over there by Burroughs Kerr. She had her width on the outside. If Maisie could have just lifted that ball up past her so she could have used her speed to run onto it, might have had a good opportunity there. Throw in for Swain. Well done. I think that's Collins up there with Maisie. Maisie plays it off to her. You throw in for Swain. Played into Klein. Burroughs Kerr, she takes a crack at it. Keeper had her hands, but it didn't stick. Got to make a mental note of that. The ball doesn't stick, take more cracks at it. And follow up. That's another key thing. If the keeper's having a hard time holding the ball and the ball's sticking when they catch it, make sure someone's following up. Maybe you might get a happy birthday present there. It's going to be out on Brevard. Be a throw in for Swain. Klein's going to take the throw. Nope. Passed it off to Burroughs Kerr. Throws it to Heltman. Backs it up. Jade Henry clears it out of the back. Kendall Ogle on the play there, a little contact. That'll be throw in by Henry. Substitution coming in for Swain. Cora Watkins coming back into the, I'm sorry. Yeah, Cora Watkins, number 23, is coming in. Kendall Ogle out. Zelenka trying to make a play there. Anna Jane trying to make a play. Finally, the shot's taken. It's going to be wide to the left. I think without a doubt, especially late in the game, 16 and a half minutes left in the game, I think late in the game that getting a little weary-legged out there, some of us. Certainly not an unexpected thing after playing 2 games. Brevard's got a situation here for a cross. Anna Jane comes up and blocks it out. Brevard's wanting to get a sub. They do. Have number 9 coming in for Brevard. Julia Trowbridge. Malia Foster leaving the game. Swain bringing it up the side. It was Cora Watkins that brought that ball up the side, trying to find Maisie Heltman. Switch field. Find the other side. There we go. Switch that field, but no, nothing negative against Burroughs Kerr, because she's played one whale of a game today, but that's that situation right there where if that outside mid, especially when they see the ball heading in their direction, we're coming across the field, if you can go ahead and get that width, get as wide as you can, then you don't have to turn around and watch the ball go out of bounds. You'll have it in front of you. Easy to say, much harder to do. It's just human nature that you want to gravitate toward where the ball is. Maisie Heltman running, trying to find a path through the forest. Going to be a throw in for Swain. Klein on the ball. Klein comes out with it, looking for options. Plays it up a little too far into the 18, and the Brevard keeper's going to scoop it up. She's looking to go to the other side of the field. You see her going looking to the other sides because there's more space over there. When you're on offense, what do you want? You want more space. Whenever we have the ball, or whenever your team has the ball, everybody on the field is an attacker. There's no more defenders. Everybody's an attacker. And, of course, when they have the ball, everybody on the field is a defender. That's always a trick question I'd give at the beginning of a season. I'd ask how many defenders we had and how many attackers. Ball's played up. Burroughs Kerr gets the touch on it, plays it on up to Collins. Collins takes it up the side, looking for an option. And if we could have played it across to the penalty spot, we had a runner there. I think that might be Cora Watkins. Yes, Cora Watkins, once her ponytail got out of the way. She was making that run up there. We had a little bit of space to work with that time if we could have just put it all together. Looks like we're going to have a corner kick. Under 13 minutes left in the second half. Still 1-0 Brevard. Brevard scored with about 12 or 13 minutes left in the first half. Klein drops her arm, gives the ball a kick, and yes, goal, Swain! Awesome. Maisie Heltman redirected that ball into the goal, which will level the score at 1-1 with 12 minutes and 19 seconds left to play in the second half. Nice corner kick, nice finish. Karina Klein pulled that corner kick back away from the keeper far enough that the keeper took the keeper out of play, and Maisie was there to finish it off. It was perfect. Ball stays in play. Oh, I don't know, maybe not. Looked like the assistant referee may have changed his mind at some point there. Jade Henry to throw the ball in for Swain. Cora Watkins plays it off. Klein, Collins. She wants to, yep, Heltman was asking for it up top. It's going to be just a little bit too much. Keeper comes up and makes the play. We got to keep her out of the goal right now. Cora Watkins just couldn't quite pull the trigger on that. Keeper was recovering about that time too. Klein comes across. Karina's looking for her options. Tried to find Collins. Emma Fuller had a bit of an opportunity there. Anna Gray coming quite a ways up to try to take care of business there. And we have an offsides.
That was an offside by Brevard.
Over here, the referee's looking at the wrong linesman, or wrong assistant referee. at the higher levels, the officials, that's one reason they're mic'd up to each other so they can talk and communicate there. Our center referee did not realize, he thought it was, sometimes one assistant referee will mirror what the other one's doing just to get the center referee's attention, and so unfortunately sometimes that confuses the center referee, and I think that's what happened there. Klein plays the ball back. Elke Reinert, who's back in the games, dribbling up, trying to find an option, and got stripped of the ball there. Looks like Swain may win it back right here. Nice work by Burroughs Kerr. Unfortunately, it looks like it might have, nope, it didn't. It's our ball. Swain's ball, nope, it's not. I should have known with Burroughs Kerr backing up that it wasn't our ball. We want to get this ball out of here. We got it anytime they get it in front of the goal. And Gracie Sutton just pulls up at the 6-yard box, scoops it up, looks at her options, and gives it a wallop. Ball up to the center circle. Collins is going to try to get a touch, didn't quite able. And that one's going to go out. It's going to be a throw in for Swain. Down to 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second half. Tied up here 1-1. Brevard scored with 12 or 13 minutes somewhere in there left in the first half, and Swain did the same thing in the second half. Swain's trying to push it up. We'd like to get that deciding goal. Well done by the Brevard defender there. Still has possession, or the team maintains possession. Cora Watkins comes over and foils their play. Collins with a touch. Collins trying to get that ball centered toward the front of the goal. Burroughs Kerr. Watkins trying to find Maisie Heltman over on that right side. And quickly it turns around. Elke Reinert giving chase. And then Jade Henry follows it out, and she'll throw the ball in for Swain. Klein coming back in, hoping to get the ball. Klein's been in that center midfield spot, and you can tell she's traveled a lot of steps in the last 2 days. And that certainly takes its toll. Over the top. Matz tried to step up and take that, and Gray did. Played it out of bounds. It should be a throw in for Brevard. Brevard's trying to get a sub. And here down to 7 minutes left in the game. Not really sure what happens if there's probably will end in a tie if it remains a tie. It's a non-conference games. I believe the conference games have to be decided, but the non-conference games, if it's the way it used to be, you would make that decision. That would be part of the referees' talk before the game with both teams and decide if you were going to leave it a tie or if you were going to go ahead and make a decision. Given that Brevard's got 3 ties on their record, I tend to think they're not too much into playing the overtime or going to the penalty kicks. Kind of a soccer rule of thumb is anytime you're on the road, you'll take a tie. Heltman. Heltman's got an opportunity, takes the shot. Blocked by the keeper. Maisie's eyes got big there. She had a great opportunity to bury that ball. Henry to throw it in. To Collins. Ooh, got a handball there. 5.5 minutes to play in the game. Played out by Burroughs Kerr. Well done by Matz, backing up Gray there and getting that ball out of trouble. Anna Jane Gray going to throw it in for Swain. Up to Heltman. Heltman gets a touch on it with her head. I don't know how this game came to be, but my guess is a good chance it's a makeup game. I know as a coach, you sure try your best not to schedule back-to-back games because Gracie Sutton scoops the ball up, brings it up to the edge of the 18. Punt. Burroughs Kerr bellied that ball to Reinert, who passed it back in. It'll be a throw-in now for Brevard. Always dangerous when they get in their attacking third against you. When you're in your defensive third, got to be on your toes. Anna Jane Gray stops the ball, blocks it, and clears it off of the Brevard player for a Swain throw-in. Sub coming in for Swain. Amy Fuller in the game. Again, Amy's got a lot of playing time today. Made the most of it. Been in action a lot. Jade Henry plays the ball up. Henry stuffs that one. Plays it out for Collins. Not going to quite get there. Karina Klein, Burroughs Kerr. Down to 2.5 minutes in the game. Be a nice spot to have a good breakaway here. Well done defensively. Elke Reinert gets it out of the 18. Shot. Nope, blocked by Gray. Here, let's get it out of our third. Swain. Cora Watkins follows it out of bounds after she played it out. Throw in for Brevard. Here we go. Klein. Minute and a half. Cora Watkins forced that ball out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick for Swain. 1 minute to play in the game. All tied up at 1-1. Karina Klein keeps possession, plays it over to Burroughs Kerr. Maisie Heltman fighting for it. I am afraid, yes, we got a foul there.
Foul by the Devils. It'll be a free kick for Brevard. 23 seconds to play.
Well, we expected a close game when we're coming into this, when we looked at what we've done against Highlands and what they did against Highlands, even though So Anna Jane clears it out. And that's the game. That's the game, and we end up here at Swain Memorial Stadium today. The Maroon Devils won. Brevard won. Hard-fought, even-played match. Maroon Devils playing on some tired legs, but we're going to say goodbye now and hope you'll join us again next time. Thanks for watching.